Hey guys, Matteo here, welcome back to a new video, and today we're going to talk about a topic that people have been asking me for quite some time, and I finally get a chance to sit down and talk about stock footage. But before we start, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my mailing list. You're going to receive a free cinematography training right away. You're also going to stay up to date with all my news, product discount, release, sales, everything, and all my YouTube videos coming out on the channel, because sometimes, YouTube doesn't send notification to people. Also, you can sign up for my online course at batteryacademy.com today. As always, all the links in the description below. But let's just jump into this video because stock footage is something that I think it's quite awesome. I'm gonna tell you guys how I started doing it and how all these selling clips to companies started for me at least. And we're gonna talk about platforms that are out there. I'm on Film Supply, so I'm probably gonna talk a little bit more about Film Supply. I don't know many of the others except for R-Grade, which I think it's pretty good level. But I think Film Supply is the standard right now. When Apple, Mercedes, BMW, they want a clip, they go on Film Supply. We're gonna also go through some numbers. I'm gonna show you the 2021 revenue for me. And also we're gonna talk about why I think it's super important for every filmmaker to start doing stock footage, because it can be a very good passive income source that can help us, getting a little bit more money at the end of the year. But let's just start with how all these adventures started for me with stock footage and selling clips to company. And the answer is actually travel film. So as you know, I like travel films. Every time I visit to a place, I bring my camera and I capture footage and I put it together, I edit and I upload. But anyway, yeah, when I was in Ireland, everything started with the iPhone 6S. So I bought it day one, and then I was in Dublin and I filmed a video and call it a day, uploaded on my YouTube channel, got a bunch of views, but nothing special. And at some point, Apple knocked on my door. I think that their agency wrote me an email, and then they were like, "Hey Matteo, we really like your video. We're selecting some clips for a commercial that is coming out. It's gonna be broadcasted during the NBA final in 2017." And basically, they decided to purchase one of those clips. At the time, I had no clue what money we were talking about. It's like, and with Apple, it's funny because they don't really have a negotiation, at least for this project. They're like, "Well, $5,000, do you want $5,000 for that 3-second clip?" I was like, "Sure." And that's basically how it started for me. And a little bit after, I think Nike came up, and I was in Belfast with my wife, shot a video in Belfast, like another travel film with the original pocket actually. And they really loved the footage, and they were looking for a B-roll for a commercial for Rory McIlroy, the golfer, that was broadcasted on Golf Channel in the US. So I negotiated, and at the end of the day, I think I got around $8,000 for 4 or 5 clips. So that was pretty good for me, right? And that's why I think stock footage is incredibly important, because you never know who's looking for what. Like, I had no idea that Nike eventually was going to do a piece on this golfer from Belfast. So I was, it's luck as well. That was basically how we started. So I've been on Film Supply since 2017, and I've been loving it. There's very good month, there's month where I make zero. So it's not always about money, but it's a good platform, and you are in front of like the biggest client out there, so it's very good. Just to make things very clear, Film Supply takes a 50% fee on your stock footage, but in case of big companies, they charge pretty good money. And also, without Film Supply, when you think about it, you might not even be on the radar of these companies. So what do I put on Film Supply? This is a key thing for me, and this is also why I probably not selling that many clips. The biggest problem is if you shoot a commercial for a client, you cannot put this clip on Film Supply. If you want to go with an agency like here in Lisbon and I want to hire a model, they don't work with Film Supply. What I was telling you before is that I started with travel films, because travel films, I'm basically filming a city or a landscape, and that doesn't require usually release. Spec ads, I have a couple there, but the problem is also like getting agreement with people. So I see some stuff on Film Supply where I'm shocked. I mean, at that point, I guess they just shot it for Film Supply, because there's no way that's an actual commercial paid by BMW, right? Because they would never allow that. So there's some crazy, insane quality things on Film Supply, and I'm sure those people are making a crap ton of money. The thing with stock footage is not a guarantee. So maybe this guy spent $50,000 to shoot that thing, and yeah, maybe they already made it back, maybe not, or maybe they're gonna make it back in 3 years. So you have to get ready if you want to invest in an actual stock footage production. you're not gonna be rewarded 100%, and not like, it's not like, oh yeah, put it on Film Supply and in 2 months I'm gonna make back all my money. So now that I gave you this little intro though, I wanna actually talk about money, because a lot of people are probably like, yeah, okay, cool, but how much you make? And now I'm gonna tell you how much I make. I'm on my account page right here on filmsupply.com. I'm gonna go into the admin reports, and here I have all my month with basically the revenue that I made, and this is actually the money that they're gonna direct deposit in my bank account every month. So let's start with January 2021. 3 license, $138.60. If I click download here, I can view my report and I can see the client name. Not a lot of money, like a few clips here and there. On Film Supply, it depends from how big the company is and where is the video going. If they're going TV, they're gonna pay much more. If it's online, it's less, even if you're a big company. But yeah, they have like small business, 0 to 1,500 employees, I think, and then it goes up and up and up. So this was my January 2021, pretty low actually. And then February, only 1 license. But you know, January, February, it's usually a very slow time of the year. So that makes sense. February, I only made $49.50. Then comes March, I sold 18 licenses for a total of $4,743 pretty much. So if I click here, we're gonna go check the clients. There's so many clips they bought, and big clients too. So I have IBM, Patina Maldives, Vodafone, which actually was a big clip. They paid $3,143 for it. March was very profitable actually, $4,742.95. So it's pretty good. April went down, of course, a little bit. 6 licenses for a total of $1,400 pretty much. So $1,400 in April. In May, only 3 licenses, $349. June and July, 0. And then I have August at $2,393.28 for license. September, I have 6 license, $372. October, 3 license, $541. It's pretty good. And then November, other 3 license, this time $173. So as you can see, October and November, I sold 3 clips in October, 3 clips in November, but the actual money is very different. $173 in November versus $541 in October. And finally, December, 2 licenses, $237. So actually it was a good year, but it was very concentrated. So only in March, April, and August, I actually made $8,532. So as you can see, it could be very profitable if you have good month and if you have good clients, and if they buy some clips and if they go for TV versus online. January 2022, 9 licenses actually for $2,146, which is pretty good to start the year. Just 2 company. One is Facebook, that they bought a clip for a Jonas Brother project apparently, and for example, Facebook paid that clip $3,500, which is pretty good, and I made $1,750 just for that Facebook project. So February 348, February 2022, April 337, and May we're at 329. So the total that I made on Film Supply 2021 was a $10,256. It might seem like a pretty low number, and it might is. Some creators that probably make more, but when you think about it, it's an extra $10,000 that you have at the end of the year. This is before taxes. It is pretty decent, like an extra 10 grand just on passive income from Film Supply. I think that's a very good thing. And I also think I should find more time and invest more energy and resources in Film Supply, because these $10,000, they can become $20,000, they can become $30,000. Because also Film Supply was very cool. They send us an email, I think every quarter or something, where they tell us, hey, this is what the client are looking for. So in COVID time, everybody was looking for medical stuff. Of course, on 4th of July, everybody looks for fireworks shots and this kind of stuff. So we have the actual data. This is very convenient, and I think it's very cool that Film Supply share with us all these analytics and data, and they tell us where we should focus on it. This was basically my experience with stock footage, guys, and I highly recommend that you start doing stock footage today. I wouldn't go on those websites like Shutterstock, because that's crap. They don't pay much, so I don't know, I wouldn't do that. I would try to stay on a platform where you know there's quality over quantity, and I think Argrid and Fin Supply are probably the two main players here. So hopefully this was clear, hopefully this was helpful, and it's gonna give you some inspiration to get out there and shoot. Thank you so much for watching, really appreciate it. And don't forget, you can get my online course at batteryacademy.com. All the links in the description below. Let me know if you liked the video, let me know in the comments if you have any more questions, and I'll see you in the next one.